Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm doing a review on the Nembrini Cali-Dual rectifier. Okay, so let's look at the menu here. The menu is the same like on the Nembrini. It's simple, a lot of fun to deal with. The basic stuff is always in one place about plugging in the manual. You could change the size if you want from here, but just drag the damn thing from the bottom, you know? So, I guess they left it there from the good old days. And anyway, so you have the plus and minus to kind of navigate to the next preset, the previous preset, the undo and do. So if you put this all the way up here, you undid it and redo it, you're gonna undo it. And then of course you have A and B to compare to the previous preset. And of course the preset menu, which I leave like it opens up like this, but if you leave it like this, it will always be like this when you go to open it, I think. I'm not trying to be funny. In any case, from there you go to save, load, and delete presets now. There's a folder, it opens it up and stuff like that. I normally save my presets with the channel strip in Logic or Pro Tools, mainly Logic, you know. And the presets usually contain like the pedal board and like a SD1, a TS9, whatever, when I need to, but they're off mainly. Okay, so to continue with this interface, let's talk about the main section here. This is the main output. It's over here, it's not on the right like Marshall. But there are gains and masters and stuff like that, and a clean and a dirty channel. So the best way to do this is to flip between channels here, okay? And you have these options to manipulate some of the features in you know, boost, you know, sag, DO. It's like a pedal practically in the front. We're adding more circuitry and more character to the sim. And in the cab section, the IR section, you have your cabs, mics, and hybrid mixing here, as well as the input and output main stuff. At the bottom, you still have the amp, like all Nembrini sims. And in fact, you have the whole amp in one page here, if you think about it, you know. You got pretty much everything you need here, which is really cool, simple. If you're busy, you got to run to the. But the thing is, it adds all these things that other amp sims don't have. Like if this was a Valset Marshall, this would be part of the front probably. But anyway, this is the section, of course, the same old stuff, like all sims, most sims. You can load your own impulses, you can bypass and the whole thing with mics and so forth and so on. I'm just trying to stay as simple as possible. So long story short here is I'm going to make a loop and then I'm going to, you know, experiment and show you how many types of cool tones I can get and how I can stack them up. The same exact guitar track, no double tracking. Okay, this way you hear stacking up of the tones and differentiate. So, okay, so let's get into it now. This is the front of the amp now, and I'm going to play a riff. Okay, so I'll just play it like this. So what I'm going to do is duplicate it. Okay, the same riff. I'm going to pan it and I'm going to mess around with it so you can hear a difference. Now I'm going to change cabinets. Of course, it changes everything, you know. So sometimes, you know, I'm like always double tracking 4 tracks, you know, but sometimes it surprised me that I can actually duplicate my audio region onto another track and get some very in-your-face guitar riffs. Weird pattern, but it still doesn't sound like one guitar for some reason. So if you listen carefully, it's kind of like doing something. And you can automate this. So you can see that Nembrini allows automation. It's really cool. You can play one part of a solo, another part of a solo, another vice versa. You get familiar with all the characteristics, circuitry, and stuff as you go. The sims are a good way to train yourself. And so you start to learn what you want and do this, so forth and so on. my conclusion about this sim is it's one of those must-have rectifier sim. I don't do reviews of sims I don't like, and this is one of my favorite rectifiers. And so I like this sim a lot. I recommend it. I think you should definitely have it in your arsenal. I don't believe, when I see sims that are known for like metal, I don't believe this is only good for metal. If I wanted to get a raw like David Gilmour sound or something like Roy Buchanan or Jeff Beck, where you have more knobs. I'm not talking about the features Nembrini provided, that, you know, especially the counter and all these sims. That is a brilliant idea, you know. You almost want to take it and put it on other sims you have too, because they're completely different sounds. But if you're used to rectifiers, so you're not coming from Marshall like me, sometimes I have to look again, what is this thing doing? Turn it on, flip through some of the presets, and if you guys want presets, I have tons of presets. What I'm going after is the character of the tone. It means more than everything, because most preamps and amps are baked into a plugin. You can't separate them. I did reach out to Nembrini, and they were honest and told me, look, just be blown out what you feel, and this is what I feel. My first impression so far is that the sim has decent cleans. I can do the stuff that I need, and all my mixes I can make pretty much mostly like they're either harsh British sound or they're warm like this amp, like symmetrical Mesa Boogies and Fenders, and so the character starts between the crunch and the high gain for me, where the tubes start to kick in, or how they capture them kicking in. Okay, the sessions that I have, that I've demoing, for example, crunch section, that is just the sim. But when you hear some of the other dub fusion, not confusion, when you hear it, I'm mixing up sometimes the Marshall and other sims.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
While you're here, feel free to check out some of the electroform jewelry by myself and Mia. We also have an Etsy shop, and go ahead and do all that stuff like subscribe and follow us. We hope to see you again in the future.